drop-down lists. And we saw earlier when we were using the filter function that how those drop-down lists were created automatically for us at the top of each column. But let's say we want to create our own drop-down list. The example that I have here is a short 3-question survey. And the first question is, how would you rate the overall quality of this program? Now, right now it's blank, and I don't want to leave that open. I want to limit that to a certain set number of choices. The way that I do that is to create a drop-down. Now, first I'm going to create my list of choices, and for this example, I'm going to create it just right over here where we can see it. Normally, you would either insert a new worksheet and create it on that worksheet, or so that it's segregated from the survey or the area that you're working with, or you might choose to scroll very far over to the left or to the right and bring it so that it's way off of the printable field. Now be careful if you do that and do decide to keep it on the same page. Even if you scroll it all the way over there, when you try to print, it's going to print that list and all the blank pages in between. You don't want that. So generally it's the best practice is to just create a separate page and to include it there. So my choices for how would you rate the overall quality of this program are going to be excellent, very good, fair, and poor. Now there are my choices. Now, in order to use those as the options for my drop-down, I'm going to select the cell where I want the drop-down to exist, choose data, and I'm going to choose validation, because what we're trying to do is validate what data belongs in that cell. Validation. I can allow any value. Now I can allow numbers, decimals, etc. In this case, I'm choosing from a list, so I'll choose list, and it's going to ask for my source. If I click this button, it's going to allow me to just select that range as my source. I hit enter and hit OK. And now I have a drop down. You see the arrow has appeared, and when I click that, those are the 4 options. I rate this program excellent. Would you recommend this program to a friend? Again, I'm going to create another list, and it's going to be very likely, likely, not likely, and no way, Jose. Now I'm going to create a drop-down list here for those items. So again, data, validation. I want to use the list. My source is those 4 items. I hit enter and OK, and it's that simple. And now those are the 4 choices. That'd be very likely. Now let's say I want to do the exact same drop-down right here. I can use that same data list that I've created of the very likely, likely. What is the likelihood that you will purchase similar programs in the future? I want to use those same options. I'm going to validate it and use it exactly the same way. Use that same list over and over. You don't have to create a new list every time. If the answers still work for your next question or your next data, then you can reuse it.